Ayo, what's good, reader fam? Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a reader experiment of sorts. Today I'm going to be trying out some Booktuber's reading routines. I selected 3 Booktubers who have videos showcasing their reading routines, and I'm going to be trying to follow those routines today. I'm a pretty simple guy when it comes to reading, like give me coffee, give me my bed, give me a book, and we're all set to go and get lost in a fictional world. I'm a simple guy. Or just boring, whichever way you want to see it. In today's video, I'm partnering with HMH Teen, and they hooked me up with this here beautiful book, Bloodleaf by Crystal Smith, and I'm going to be reading this book in today's video as I tackle Booktuber's reading habits. This is the story of Princess Aurelia, who is straight up hated by her kingdom, to the point where they try to have her killed. Yikes. Yikes. Yikes! Since she's not being treated the way she should be, she says, "Peace, I'm out of here," and she skedaddles herself out of that kingdom. See ya later, haters! She ends up disguising herself as a commoner and moves to this new land. Here she is able to practice her blood magic ability, which she had to hide in her kingdom because it was forbidden. She finds a bit of a romance. Ooh, ah. And she gets to enjoy a pressure-free life. That is, until everything catches up to her. She now has to figure out which life she wants, the life of power or the life of normalcy. Kind of like when you buy too many books and your TBR catches up to you, and now you must make the hard decision of figuring out which book to read next. Except that might be the worst comparison ever. Comparing Princess Aurelia's tough decision between power and a normal life compared to a reader who can't decide what to read next. Yeah, not the best comparison. The first reading routine that I'm going to be tackling is coming from none other than Booktuber, read by Zoe. Zoe is a fantastic booktuber. She's got a great personality, she talks about a variety of books, and overall she's just a little ball of sunshine. Even on cloudy days, Zoe is like, "I'm gonna rip these clouds to nothingness and I'm gonna shine bright, you suckers." First on her list is that she likes to read at night between 8 to 10, sometimes from 8 to 10, and she also likes it to be raining outside. If only I had the ability to make it rain. I can make it rain with books, but that's about it, and that's kind of dangerous. Would not recommend making it rain with your books, unless you want to be knocked out and left bruised. I'm personally a fan of reading in the nighttime as well, so I can for sure make that happen. Okay, we're getting started a little late here, but we're getting started. That's the important part. It's 9:45. I've got my book here, Bloodleaf by Crystal Smith, and I'm ready to go. I found a solution to the rain problem. No, I'm not gonna sit here and just pour water over my head, though that thought did cross my mind. Instead, I'm gonna put on a rain soundtrack in the background. Oh yeah. Bada bing, bada boom, I am a problem solver. Isn't that nice? Unfortunately, it just does not have the same effect of an actual rainstorm happening outside. I want lightning, I want thunder, I want the pitter patter of raindrops on my window. Next up, she likes to wear relaxed clothing, whether that be pajamas or sweats, which I'm more than down for because I feel like I'm always wearing sweats because, full disclosure, not a huge fan of jeans. They're super uncomfortable, I can never find a pair that fits me right, and when I do find a pair that I actually like, I wear them to the point of making them super distressed. I came prepared, I am in super comfortable clothing. Sweats, check. Sweatshirt, check. Sweating, not happening. Which is good, because sweating and reading don't really mix well for me, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes it's inevitable. Sometimes we just sweat. We are humans. Sweating happens, and sometimes you read a scene that makes you sweat a full-on rainstorm. Except that never happens. I don't know why I just said that, and that's also really gross. Number 3, she has a snack while reading. Her snack of choice is goldfish, and then she also likes to have a hot drink on the side, whether that be a chai tea latte or her classic hot chocolate coffee. I'm honestly not an eat while reading kind of person. I never have been, but who knows? Maybe this will change me. But what I will say is that I'm all about that chai tea or coffee on the side. Yes, police! There's no better time to drink coffee than while reading. I ship reading and coffee. They're the superior ship. No ship can compare. I have always wanted to try Zoe's hot chocolate and coffee combo, so it's happening today. I honestly don't know if this is gonna be for me. Fun fact, I've been drinking coffee black recently, and I haven't been hating it. I don't even know myself anymore. It's honestly pretty wild for me considering the fact that I used to drown my coffee with creamer. Who am I becoming? I use decaf coffee for this because I don't want to be up all night, even though that wouldn't be such a bad thing because I could just read all night. Maybe I should change this out with some caffeinated coffee. And I also added in the hot chocolate mix, so let's try this. Let's see what it's like. I'm very curious. Smells delicious. Smells like Christmas. It's not Christmas. This is really good. It's really chocolatey, but it's really good. Even better with the marshmallow. Holy crap, Zoe, this is really good. I also got some goldfish to have on the side because Zoe had goldfish on the side during her reading routine, so I'm following her lead. I do not remember the last time I had goldfish, but I am pumped. Goldfish are great. Ah, so fresh. That's where it's at, man. Goldfish. That's where it's at. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I have missed you, you fantastic childhood snack. Next up, she posts on Instagram what she's reading, and then she also goes over onto Goodreads and updates Goodreads as well. I think I'm gonna take a picture of this on my bed and post it on my story. Ooh, so aesthetic, but we gotta edit the crap out of it because we don't know how to live that no-filter life on this channel. I had to really clarify the fact that I'm reading Bloodleaf alongside The Lost Hero because I'm currently reading The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan, and so many people have been wanting me to read this book for forever, and I'm finally making it happen, and they might think that I'm cheating on that book with this book, but it's not what it looks like. This is just a side book, I promise. Wow, this is making it sound so bad. I'm just digging my hole deeper and deeper and deeper, and I can't get out. Now I'm going to update my Goodreads. I swear that Goodreads has the worst search engine ever. They really need to fix it. I mean, just in general, Goodreads needs to fix everything. Number 5 on her list is that she must have complete silence while reading, which I can relate. The only sound I can deal with while reading is rain. Everything else must be muted or I will get hecka distracted. Last on her list is that she likes to read on the couch. She likes to have her dog snuggled up to her. Then she transfers to her bed, which is where I prefer to read. Another point on this last part is that she likes to read in the tub, and she gets most of her reading in the tub. I don't take baths, so I'm gonna skip this part. I mean, I would shower read, but water damage is something that I don't want for my books, so we're gonna not. Okay, so I think I'm gonna spend like an hour reading on my couch, and then I'm going to move into my bed because that's where I really want to be reading right now. But since Zoe likes reading on the couch, I'm gonna make that happen as well. Here we go. It's finally time to get started reading, so let's do this. Ooh, look at this beautiful map we have going on here. It's time for bed. I'm ready for Sleepy Town, but first an update. I really liked Zoe's reading routine. I think my favorite part of it was the hot chocolate coffee. I have been completely sold on that concept. While I'm still not a huge eating while reading kind of person, I did enjoy those goldfish. As for Bloodleaf, I got around 74 pages in and I'm enjoying it so far. I really like our main character, Princess Aurelia. I also feel really bad for her and her situation. I'm also really enjoying the world. It does remind me of a few other fantasies, but I still really like it. That's all for my update. I'm ready for bed. Good night. Next up, we have a new to me booktuber, and that is Indian Booktuber. Her channel is full of book reviews, writing focused videos, and she also has a lot of videos where she talks about reading in India. Whether it be top romance authors in India, what people in India are reading, or how Audible works in India, just to name a few. This reading routine has a focus on audiobooks, so I snatched up the Bloodleaf audiobook because I had a credit, so why not? I am dedicated to executing Indian Booktuber's reading routine. First up on her list, she wakes up super early and begins getting ready for the day, and as she's getting ready, she is listening to an audiobook, which I think is a great idea, but the thing is, I only take like 5 minutes to get ready, but I guess 5 minutes is better than no minutes of reading. I just woke up, I'm already plugged into my audiobook, I'm listening to the book as I sit here and try to wake up because I'm still half asleep. Something just happened in the book that has me a little shook. Wow. Let me pause this for a second. I'm gonna lay in bed and wake up as I listen to this book. I really don't want to be on camera right now. I have major morning voice. Anybody who ever tries to talk to me in the morning, they're like, what are you saying? You are mumbling. But I can't help that. I need to get up and get some coffee. But I'm gonna sit here for a little bit and just listen to this book as I wake up. Next up, she likes to listen to audiobooks while she's walking her dog. She takes her dog on a long walk because the dog benefits from it and she enjoys the time listening to the audiobook. It's quite a bit later. I'm getting ready to take Oakley on a walk and I will plug into my audiobook as we're walking. I personally love going on walks. I haven't been on one in a while though because the weather has been hecka bad, but it's a pretty nice day today. I mean, it's in the 40s, but the sun is out. As long as the sun is out, all is good. Oakley freaks out when he finds out that he's gonna go somewhere, so let's go catch his reaction. You wanna go? Wanna go on a ride? You wanna go? Wanna go? I couldn't find Oakley's good leash. I could only find his puny one, so we're gonna have to go with a puny leash today. Another point on her list that I'm checking off is traveling while listening to her audiobook. While in the car, I'm also gonna be completing one of her things that she does in her reading routine, and that is travel. Obviously, I'm not traveling very far, but I can listen to my audiobook while I travel because I got this here Bluetooth radio thing because my car doesn't have the Bluetooth radio connectivity thing built into it because my car is old and not super high tech. So let's travel to the trail we're going to and listen to my book. Alright, we just got back to the car, we're done with our walk. It was very short and sweet, it was only like 15 minutes, but hey, I got 15 minutes of reading in. Even though these headphones malfunctioned the whole time. I believe this is the pair of headphones that I accidentally left in my jean pockets and then I washed my jeans. So along with that, I washed these headphones on accident. So every time I use them, they're super staticky. That wasn't the best. I also accidentally spit on myself because there were like gnats everywhere on the trail. I'm pretty sure they were gnats, but anyways, one flew into my mouth and so I spit, and as I spit, this big gust of wind came through and just made the spit go on my jacket. So that was a great time, love that. But overall, not too shabby. Now we're gonna head home. I'm gonna plug back in the audiobook to my stereo and I'll listen on the way home. Next up, while she eats her meals, she listens to audiobooks, which I'm not a huge fan of, I'm not gonna lie. But again, we must make sacrifices for this video, so sacrifice I will. Okay, it's lunch break time. I'm having myself a turkey sandwich for lunch. Normally, I like to have my lunch and watch like YouTube videos or watch Netflix. I never like to have meals and reading. Like, it just doesn't work for me. I don't know, for some reason I'm always like, I need to be watching something while I'm eating. So it's gonna be difficult for me just to sit here and listen to an audiobook. But I decided that I'm going to actually read along with the book while I listen to the audiobook and eat my food. That way I have my eyes focused on something and I can just forget the fact that I'm not watching YouTube or Netflix. I'm hitting play, let's get going. I'm still listening, but I'm done eating. I still prefer watching YouTube videos or Netflix while I eat. This just doesn't work for me. Why am I whispering? Lastly, she likes to listen to her audiobook as she's falling asleep at night. Audible has this cool feature where you can put on a timer. You can set it for like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, I think. That way, if you do fall asleep while listening to the audiobook, it ends up stopping and not just going on without you. All right, I've got my reading timer set for 15 minutes because I feel like that's the amount of time before I'm gonna crash. So I'm gonna listen and then fall asleep. It's the next day. I didn't get the chance to update you guys on my thoughts on this reading routine yesterday because I fell asleep listening to the audiobook. For the most part, I really enjoyed this reading routine. I'm a big fan of audiobooks, so it was really nice to like just listen to a book all day. Plus, I made it a really good chunk of the way through this book yesterday, so that was really nice. The only thing that I would change with this reading routine is that I don't like to eat and read at the same time. Like, I don't enjoy having my meals and reading alongside it. It just doesn't work for me, but that's the only thing that I would change. Otherwise, I thought it was a great day of reading and I enjoyed myself. As for a reading update, I really like where things are going. I really like how the story is developing. There's some nice conflict that's happening and I'm excited to see where it all goes. Lastly, I'm going to be tackling booktuber Grace Chan's reading routine. Grace Chan hasn't posted in 8 months, which is really sad. Grace, where you at? Everybody should go to her videos and be like, Grace, come back to us. We miss ya. The best way that I can describe Grace's channel is calm. She has a calm presence. She could calm a storm with her presence, but I would tell her not to do that because I love storms. Not only does she talk about books, but she discusses movies and TV shows, and she also does quite a few travel vlogs. First up, she puts on some comfortable clothing. She puts on fuzzy socks, leggings, and a loose shirt. To be quite honest, I don't have any fuzzy socks, but I do have some reader socks, so I'm gonna put on my reader socks. These are my sloth reader socks that say, let's hang and read. They're pretty great. I love sloths. She also puts on leggings, but I don't have leggings, but I have a super comfortable pair of sweats. These bad boys right here are super comfy. They make my legs feel nice and warm and loved. I didn't fall. I caught myself in the door frame. I also want to put on a comfortable sweatshirt because it's kind of chilly today. Which one do I want? I'm gonna go with my BTS Love Yourself sweatshirt. Because I love BTS and I love myself. Well, some days I love myself, some days it's hard to love myself. Voila, my comfortable reading outfit has been acquired. Next up, she likes to get a cup of tea ready, and she has pomegranate tea in her video. I keep forcing myself to try to like tea, but I just can't make it happen. It just doesn't work. Don't get me wrong, I like iced sweet tea, but I'm just not about that hot tea life. It's not my go-to, and it'll probably never be my go-to. I got some pomegranate tea just for this video. Not just any pomegranate tea though, pomegranate pizzazz. Because why have regular pomegranate tea when you can add that pizzazz in there? Pizzazz! Alright, let's get tea. Tea has been made. I will say it smells really good, but the thing I find with tea, which this is probably gonna get me hate from all you tea lovers, so don't take offense to this is just my opinion. But I usually find that the flavor of the tea doesn't live up to the smell of the tea. Like the smell smells better than the tea tastes. Did that make sense? I hope so. Let's try it. I'm gonna try to be optimistic. I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be great. I love tea. Tea is life. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not coffee. While she reads, she likes to have a notebook on hand, which I'm the same way. I must have a notebook with me while I read. I have to jot down notes or I will forget everything that happens. It's really bad. I've got my notebook, I'm ready to take notes, even though it feels weird to start taking notes now because I didn't take notes with the last two reading routines, and I've only got 100 pages left of Bloodleaf, but it's fine. We're gonna work with it. We're just gonna go with the flow. Let's get to reading. Let's get to sipping on this tea that I'm not loving, but I'm gonna sip on anyways because I'm following this reading routine to a T. To a T. I hate myself. Oh right, I'm supposed to love myself. Oops. Sorry, BTS. Okay, let's do this. Lastly, at some point she ends up having a snack, and in her video, her snack of choice was Cheetos. Alright, I have 50 pages left of the book. My tea is cold because I haven't been drinking it because I don't really like it. Oops! But now comes in the Cheeto snack time. Grace has Cheetos while she eats sometimes, and this was a part of her reading routine, so I guess I gotta eat some Cheetos. It has been a long time since I've had Cheetos, but I love Cheetos. They're delicious, so I'm excited about this, except for the fact that I'm afraid that I'm gonna get Cheeto dust all over my book. How do I even avoid that? I guess it's just the same as like drinking tea and eating a book. Like you've got one hand for the tea and one hand for the book. So I'll have one Cheeto hand and one book hand. Sounds about right. Hopefully this doesn't end up being a disaster. We'll see. I finished my Cheetos, but most importantly, I finished the book. I just wrapped up another day of reading. I finished Bloodleaf. I really enjoyed this reading routine specifically. I think out of all the reading routines that I tried in this video, this one is most like my reading routine. It's very simple, straight to the point. The only thing that's different is that I don't snack while reading. Let me tell you guys, it's actually really difficult to eat Cheetos and read. You pretty much can't use your Cheeto hand while reading unless you want to get Cheeto dust all over your book. And I don't know about you, but I'm not about that life. As for my thoughts on Bloodleaf, I am going to be including this in an upcoming books I've read recently, so keep your eyes peeled for that. The thoughts I'm having right now, while it is like a lot of other fantasies, I felt like it brought some new things to the table. I really loved the characters, specifically Princess Aurella, and I thought it was a solid start to this fantasy series, and I'm excited to see where it goes in book 2. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'll be sure to leave links down below in the description to all booktubers mentioned. Be sure to go and support them. They're all epic and amazing and wonderful people. If you're interested in Bloodleaf, I will leave the Goodreads subscription down below in the description. You guys should let me know down below in the comments what your reading routines look like. Do you have coffee while you read? Do you snack while you read? Are you all about that comfortable clothing? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to go and hit that like button. If you want to see more bookish content from me, be sure to go and hit subscribe or go and hit that bell icon and you'll be notified every time I post new videos. As always, thanks for watching guys. I hope your day is bright and that tomorrow is brighter. Keep reading what your heart desires and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye-oh!